Hey guys, Liam here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form, or a branched evolution, or a counterpart Pokemon like we're looking at today. We have a look at the differences between the Pokemon in question and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield doing ridiculous moves that they could never possibly learn. We have a Metronome Battle between them, just for a little bit of fun. If you're a fan of Form Fight and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button, show you're enjoying the series. Let's go for 2,000 likes if we can on today's Form Fight, and of course hit subscribe if you're new so you never miss an episode. Cheers as always for 1.37 million subscribers. Don't worry that the extra zero isn't there. YouTube have missed it off. It's not my fault, it's their fault. We'll fix it together though, you know, hit the subscribe button. But of course, with all that out of the way, let's have a look at today's challenges. Today on Form Fight, we're going to be comparing two counterpart Pokemon introduced in the Crown Tundra, Glastrier and Spectrier. It might be Glastrier or Glastrier, I don't know. I'm going to say Glastrier from here on out because to me it just looks better and sounds better, but it's probably Glastrier because it's based on Glacier, but also it's spelt with an S, so I don't know. Just whatever. Let me know in the comments what you think it's supposed to be pronounced as. Glastrier can be obtained by using the Reins of Unity on Ice Rider Calyrex to separate Calyrex from Glastrier. Similarly, Spectrier can be obtained by using the Reins of Unity on Shadow Rider Calyrex to separate Calyrex from Spectrier. But what makes these counterpart Pokemon so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokedex, Glastrier stands at 2.2 meters tall and weighs 800 kilograms. Its Pokedex information says Glastrier emits intense cold from its hooves. It's also a belligerent Pokemon. Anything it wants, it takes by force. Glastrier has tremendous physical strength, and the mask of ice covering its face is 100 times harder than diamond. Spectrier stands at 2 meters tall and weighs 44.5 kilograms. Its Pokedex data says it probes its surroundings with all its senses save one. It doesn't use its sense of sight. Spectrier's kicks are said to separate soul from body. As it dashes through the night, Spectrier absorbs the life force of sleeping creatures. It craves silence and solitude. Appearance-wise, Glastrier is a large white horse with light blue icy spikes for a mane, as well as ice covering half its face, its hooves, its fetlocks, and the end of its tail. Spectrier is a smaller black horse with a dark purple mane and hooves and lighter lilac tail, as well as a lilac streak in its mane. It also has empty space separating its hooves from the rest of its legs. In their shiny forms, Glastrier's blue ice simply changes to a more purplish color, and Spectrier's mane and hooves change from purple to more pinkish colors. Now let's have a look at the typing, weaknesses, and resistances. Glastrier is a pure ice type Pokemon, making it weak to fighting, rock, steel, and fire type attacks. Its only resistance is to ice type moves, and it has no immunities. Spectrier is a pure ghost type Pokemon, making it weak to ghost and dark type moves. It resists poison and bug type attacks and is completely immune to normal and fighting type moves. Now let's take a look at their stats and abilities. Glastrier boasts considerable bulk, with great HP and special defense, as well as excellent physical defense. It has a brilliant attack stat, although its special attack is rather lackluster, and it's also very slow. Its only ability is Chilling Neigh, which raises Glastrier's attack stat by 1 stage whenever it directly knocks out an opponent. This is basically Moxie, but just with a different name to fit the theme of the Pokemon. As for Spectrier, it has the same HP as Glastrier, but is more fragile, with much lower defense and special defense. However, it has incredible speed to make up for it. Its special attack and physical attack are simply the same as Glastrier's but switched around, making it a definite special attacker. Its only ability is Grim Neigh, which raises Spectrier's special attack 1 stage whenever it knocks out an opponent. So it's basically Moxie with a different name to fit the theme, but changed to be for a special attacker. Now it's time for me to decide which of these two counterpart Pokemon I prefer, and honestly, it's dead easy. It's Spectrier. It's the same reasons I gave in the Calyrex video last week. I just prefer the glass cannon. The fast special attacker does way more for me than the slow, bulky ice type from Glastrier. It's just not that interesting to me. I find Glastrier a bit boring. I know some people think it's beautiful. I'm not one of those people. I think Spectrier is beautiful, and I think it's a great Pokemon. I love the firepower it has. I love that it has a unique ability somewhat, in that it's the only Pokemon I think with a special attacking style of Moxie. I think that's pretty cool. But of course, it's not just up to me. It's up to you guys to decide which is your favorite. But before you decide, let's see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. It's time for the Metronome Battle. Do remember, the Metronome Battle is not a test of whether the Pokemon is better than the other. We just want to see them doing ridiculous moves and just see them in action. That's all it's for. As always, these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats. They're holding leper berries just in case the Metronome runs out of PP. They've got neutral nature, so the only advantage or disadvantage any of these Pokemon gets comes from their typing or their base stats. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Now, before we get into the battle, don't forget, you can use code ACEMATE for money off G Fuel. Make sure you do it. Thank you to everyone that's used code ACE so far. Once again, I'm drinking Phase 10. I still can't work out what the flavor is. Let me know in the comments below what you think the flavor is. All I know is it's really good. Use code ACE, get yourself some money off. But yes, battle time. Let's go.
Here we go. It's Glastrier versus Spectrier. You can also say Glastrier. I don't really mind. Like, I'll pronounce it how I pronounce it. You pronounce it how you pronounce it. Look at these lovely equine Pokemon making their way onto the field. Who's going to be the victor? Let me know in the comments below. And you know what? If you're right, edit your comment and say you were right. If you were wrong, edit your comment and say you were right. Because we all know you're going to lie anyway, so it's fine. Here we see shiny Spectrier starting off with agility. It wants to be the fastest thing on the field, so it's going to raise its speed by 2 stages, thus guaranteeing it will move first unless Trick Room comes into effect, I suppose. And now a regular Spectrier is going to fire off a Soak, so it's going to change the ice type Glastrier, regular Glastrier, into a water type. So remember that going forward. Regular Glastrier is now a water type. Shiny Glastrier is going to start things off for its team with Fake Tears. Very interesting play right there. So that's going to land on the regular Spectrier there, and its special defense is going to drop harshly. It's already got like fairly low special defense compared, although Glastrier is not much of a physical attacker. Goes for Flying Press, does regular Glastrier, but of course, fighting type moves do not affect the Ghost type Spectrier combination there. Shiny Spectrier is going to start the next turn off for its team with Muddy Water, which is going to be resisted by the now water type regular Glastrier, but it's going to do neutral damage to Shiny Glastrier there. Look at that. Look how much damage it did. Testament to the special effect of Spectrier here. Regular Spectrier is going to go forth with a Leaf Tornado onto which of the Glastrier there? Onto the Shiny. That would have been super effective on the regular there because of that water type change, but down goes the accuracy of Shiny Glastrier there as it looks to fire off a Rock Slide, but it's avoided by Spectrier. That accuracy drop paying dividends there, but Shiny Spectrier is going to take that damage from the Rock Slide. Huge damage as well, of course. Spectrier team is very, very fragile in comparison against physical hits. Speaking of physical hits, Glastrier with a dual chop on the Shiny Spectrier there, bringing it down to less than half its max HP with those 2 hits. Great choice of moves there by the Glastrier team. Now the Spectrier team are going to follow up. Shiny Spectrier, of course, fastest thing on the field, is going to fire off Reversal onto which of the Glastrier there? Onto the regular there for some nice neutral damage. And now it's over to regular Spectrier. What's on its devious mind here? It's going to go for Glare. Going to lay out some paralysis. And which Glastrier is getting paralyzed? It's going to be the Shiny Glastrier. So now not only does it have lowered accuracy, but also there's the potential it might not be able to move at all. Regular Glastrier is going to go for Sacred Sword. Does not affect Shiny Spectrier, and I'm sure Shiny Spectrier is very, very relieved by that point. We see Parabolic Charge coming out, avoided by regular Spectrier, so Shiny Glastrier is going to damage its own partner, who is Water type right now, so that's super effective. Dealing a bit of damage there to the Shiny Spectrier as well, and of course absorbing HP from both of them. Thus is the way with the Parabolic Charge move. Shout out to Heliolisk for bringing that move to our to the forefront of Pokemon. What a wonderful move Parabolic Charge is. Love some Heliolisk. Shiny Spectrier is going to go for Mega Kick, but it is avoided. And now regular Spectrier looking to follow up on that error with Facade, which it's on the regular Spectrier there. They're slowly but surely wearing away. But, Glastrier, I think I was supposed to say there. The Glastrier team are bulky. Bulky lads. Let's go. Here's an Aeroblast onto regular Spectrier there, finally landing a hit. And there's the Shiny Glastrier. Their names confuse me so much, I'll be honest. There's a Fake Out that fails, though. That's all that matters there. Fake Out failed. Glastrier and Spectrier. I'll get used to them eventually. Shiny Spectrier is raring to go. Crown Tundra's only been out a week, mate. But Shadow Force, so Shiny Spectrier is going to disappear this turn, return on the next turn, dealing some good old damage. Now, regular Spectrier is looking to follow up as well. Darkest Lariat. That's going to be absolutely beautiful. Watch this horse spin around. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Of course, it's a physical attack, so it doesn't do much damage to Shiny Glastrier there. Regular Glastrier is going to respond with Power Whip, avoided by Spectrier. Mate, the accuracy drops here have been incredible. There's the full paralysis on Shiny Glastrier as well, so no move for it this turn. We know Shadow Force is happening from Shiny Spectrier to start the next turn off. Here it comes. Onto regular Glastrier there. 47 hit points left on the regular. And now regular Spectrier is going to go for Darkest Lariat once again. Why not? Dealing even more damage to the regular Glastrier there, putting it in the danger zone. It needs to think of something quickly or it's going to be out of this contest. Goes for Dragon Rush. It's avoided by Spectrier. And Shiny Glastrier is paralyzed once again. Very unfortunate for these Pokemon. Spectrier is getting very, very lucky in this contest. My word, the accuracy drops playing dividends. Shiny Spectrier going for Icicle Crash, which will be resisted by both of these Pokemon, whichever one it lands on. Shiny Glastrier eating up that damage. Not much damage at all there. Now Spectrier, the regular Spectrier, gets to follow up here, and it's going to go for Geomancy. Oh my word. Shades of Xerneas, another hooved friend. So we're gonna wait one turn, and Geomancy is gonna complete on the next turn. We see Vital Throw, which doesn't affect Spectrier, and Shiny Glastrier flinches and doesn't get to move. My word, the Para Flinch in full effect. Shiny Spectrier, what are you gonna do here? You're really in the driver's seat right now. Goes for Low Kick, that will be super effective on Shiny Glastrier, bringing it down to just 46 hit points. And there's the completion of Geomancy, so the special attack, the special defense, and the speed of regular Glastrier have gone up by 2 stages apiece. That's going to be a very dangerous Pokemon going forward. And now over to regular Glastrier. What's it going to do here? It's going to go for Mega Punch. Doesn't affect the Ghost type, so a wasted move. Shiny Glastrier finally gets to move. What will it do? Goes for Coaching. Going to increase the attack and defense stats of its partner Pokemon by 1 stage apiece. Is that really worth it when it's only got 26 hit points left? It might not even survive that long. We'll see if that was worth it going forward. So now the Spectrier team are tied for fastest thing on the field. Now they're both at +2 speed. So regular Spectrier is going to start things off. Goes for Grassy Terrain. Now that's an interesting play right there, because Grassy Terrain is going to heal everybody on the field at the end of each turn. Don't know if you really want to be healing your opponents. You should have probably gone on the attack. But now we get to see what Shiny Spectrier is going to bring to the table here. And what's on its mind right now? It's going to go for First Impression. That will fail, because it's not the first time this Pokemon has used a move in this competition. And now regular Glastrier goes for Shockwave. It's not a strong move, but you know what? You're working away the HP of that Spectrier, who's now at less than half its max HP after dodging so many hits. And another hit dodged as it dodges Lunge from the Shiny Spectrier there. Shiny Glastrier, I should say. And now everybody's getting healed. Regular Spectrier is back up over half its max HP. And everybody just gets a little bit of HP restored from that lovely Grassy Terrain there. So what's going to happen next? The Spectrier team certainly look to be in the driver's seat right now. Regular Spectrier is fired up and ready to go. What's it going to do? It's going to go for Ice Punch, which again is going to be resisted by both these Pokemon. Of course, the increased defense as well, paying dividends on the regular Spectrier there. Glastrier there. I keep getting confused. Metal Burst fails from Shiny Spectrier, so no hits there. And now we see the regular Glastrier going for Water Shuriken. We get 1 hit on Shiny Spectrier, 2 hits on Shiny Spectrier, just the 2 hits from the Water Shuriken there. And now over to Shiny Glastrier, however you want to pronounce it, with Scorching Sands onto which of its opponents? Onto the Shiny once again. Huge damage, but not quite enough. Gets the burn though. But I don't know if the burn's going to be enough, because that'll activate after Grassy Terrain. There we see the Grassy Terrain restoring HP. That terrain may have saved Shiny Spectrier here. So there's the restoring on both the Glastrier team there. But now the burn damage is not going to be enough to take down Shiny Spectrier there. So Shiny Spectrier lives. Luckily, that Grassy Terrain is cancelling out that burn. But at the end of the Grassy Terrain, Shiny Spectrier is a goner, so it needs to take advantage of the next few turns. We see regular Spectrier going for Iron Defense, wants to protect itself. I am not surprised. You have a +1 attack Glastrier on the field, as well as the fact that they're just physically dominant. Now Shiny Spectrier, living on borrowed time, is going to go for Tailwind, and it's going to increase the speed of the already faster opposing team. Sure, why not? So that's fine. You do what you need to do. Regular Glastrier now has an opportunity, and it's going to go for Volt Switch onto which of its opponents? Onto the Shiny, taking it out of contention. We're down to just 1 Spectrier versus 2 Glastrier now. Although, remember, 1 of the Glastrier is currently paralyzed. There's the Chilling Neigh, meaning that the attack increases by 1 stage. So now regular Glastrier is at +2 attack. Aromatherapy from the paralyzed Shiny Glastrier, meaning that it now is no longer paralyzed. This is not good for Spectrier right now, who's getting closer and closer to 3/4 of its max HP. But is it too little too late right now? Because the Glastrier team are getting healthier and healthier by the turn. There's the HP restoring from the Grassy Terrain. And now we have a +2 attack, +1 defense Glastrier on the field right now in the form of regular Glastrier. Regular Spectrier, though, is going to go for Toxic Spikes, which is a wasted turn because no one's getting affected by Toxic Spikes because nobody is switching out and back in again. This is not looking good. Shiny Glastrier, what's on your mind now that you're not paralyzed? They're guaranteed to land a hit. Going for Sand Attack. So we're going to reduce the accuracy of Spectrier. I guess Turnabout is fair play. They had a lot of problems earlier with low accuracy, and now Spectrier is going to have to suffer the same fate. And there's regular Glastrier going for Waterfall with +2 attack. Remember, Iron Defense is up on the Spectrier, so it lives. Wow, that +2 defense boost from the Iron Defense earlier definitely paying off. Now everyone's getting restored, but look how the tables have turned here. The Glastrier team are now looking much, much healthier than Spectrier, who's currently sitting in the danger zone. Probably not the way I thought this was going to go. Now Spectrier is ready, needs to do something quick, goes for Seed Bomb, which, sure, why not? I mean, it's a physical attack, though, so not much damage to Shiny Glastrier. That's the one without the defense boost as well. What will Shiny Glastrier do in response? Going for Poison Gas. So it's going to put a timer on poor Spectrier here. The grassy terrain may help a little bit, if it's even going to continue. I can't remember how many turns it's been going on for. And now regular Glastrier is going to go for Scale Shot, which is a physical move. One hit. There's 2 hits, and that's enough to take down Spectrier. The Glastrier team have somehow pulled it back and are now victorious. Well done. That was a beautiful back and forth. Bloody hell, was that battle like 10 minutes? That was amazing. Loved it.
So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of these 2 counterpart Pokemon do you prefer? Is it Glastrier, or Glastrier, or whatever it's called, or Spectrier? Let me know in the comments below and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. So that'll do it for another episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, jump over to Twitch, become a subscriber over there. I'd love to see you in one of the live streams. And of course, use code ACE to save money on G Fuel. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.